This is so funny. You probably know by now that Donald Trump really likes propagandistic, grandiose news coverage of his administration and of himself. He gets this twice a day propaganda file of positive coverage of him and pictures making him look strong and manly that have appeared in mostly right wing media. The best, the smartest, the most effective president, all of that stuff he just loves. So the other day, Donald Trump tweeted about an article that listed 205 Donald Trump accomplishments or so-called accomplishments. Donald Trump saying on Twitter, Washington Examiner, MAGA list, 205 historic results help Trump make case for 2020 re-election. True. He also posted about this same Washington Examiner article again on Twitter today. The article in the Washington Examiner contains a list of accomplishments written by Trump's own staff. The Washington Examiner writer who published the article is named Paul Bedard, but the list of accomplishments is not a list that Paul Bedard came up with. It includes such vague and amorphous accomplishments as, quote, Americans are seeing more money in their pockets thanks to the booming economy. And President Trump is delivering on his promise to bring back American manufacturing. That's not really an accomplishment. It's a campaign talking point. Here's another one of the supposed 205 accomplishments. In 2017, the Trump administration eliminated 22 regulations for every new one, completely meaningless, out of context. Except when you look at the article more closely, you realize, and they say, quote, the following list is compiled by the White House. The list of accomplishments that Donald Trump is bragging about getting coverage for on Twitter is a list that his own staff wrote up and claim as accomplishments. This is government propaganda given to a media outlet, which is then reprinted without any critical analysis of the claims that it actually contains. And the saddest part of all of this is that his followers start to repeat and parrot this stuff as if these are actual, factual, measurable accomplishments. And once you get rid of the things on the list that aren't actually measurable accomplishments, and you get rid of the things on the list that he's taking credit for that actually it was Obama who did, and then you get rid of the things on the list that are straight up lies, there's nothing left here. There's really nothing left. But unfortunately, that doesn't stop his low information followers from continuing to tout this stuff as major wins. But the bigger issue for me, Pat, is that there are media outlets willing to print this stuff. There is no journalistic purpose served for a media outlet to publish the list verbatim without critical analysis, without looking at each claim and saying, is this real or is this not real? Is this measurable or is this nothing? They are mirroring and amplifying government propaganda. And I don't care whether it's a list provided by a Democratic White House or a Republican White House. You should really only publish this stuff if you're actually going to critically analyze it.
This is the tactic that Alex Jones uses, right? Like when he wants to break a story about chemicals in the water turning the frogs gay, he'll go on and on ranting about it, and then he'll like have a piece of paper in his hand that's supposed to be like the source for his commentary, and then you see the camera zoom in on the paper and it's just an InfoWars article. Like that's not the most credible source of information that's coming from you and your own business.
That's exactly right. That's like me doing a story saying there is breaking news posted by a staff writer at davidpakman.com that Trump is orange because of the amount of carrots that he eats or whatever. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Although that would be far more healthy, I think, than the fake tanning. And I'm basically quoting myself, right? I'm the source. I've just written an article and then I read the article on my TV show. What exactly am I doing? So this is absolutely laughable. And amazingly, the guy has no shame because he posted this initially yesterday or the day before. He was called out about it thousands of times. And then once again, he linked to the exact same list today. So you've got to, if you like this, defend the purpose of posting it by the Washington Examiner with no critical analysis, because all it is actually doing is furthering government generated propaganda.